Alright, so here's a kickboxing edition of that home workout. We're going to cover our fighting stance, our basic movements, our basic strikes, shadow boxing, and then we're going to put it all together. So the first thing we want to work on is our fighting stance. You want to be left foot forward, right foot back if you are right-handed. If you're a lefty, go ahead and switch everything to the opposite side. So first, starting off, what we want to focus on is getting our hands in that right position. So put your arms up over your head, create a fist, so thumbs around your knuckles, and bring it right tight to your jawline. From there, if you want to move around in your stance, to move forward, you push off your back foot. And to move back, you'll push off your front foot. And just make sure you're not bringing your feet together, that you're always keeping and maintaining a stance. To circle around, we do not want to cross our feet. We want to stay in our stance, and we want to circle left, circle right, and just get familiar with just moving around. This is really going to pay a big deal, especially when you're working on your distancing. So now for our basic strikes. To throw your left, you want to use those first two knuckles. To throw your right, same concept, but you're just going to reach across your whole entire body. The biggest deal is just using your legs and being explosive when you throw your strikes. And make sure you tighten upon impact. So working those hooks, same concept, but you want to be palm down because you're going to be far away from your opponent. And when you're tight to your opponent, you want to do palm towards you. So be explosive once again, and just imagine like you're circling and you're just making a big circular motion and you're using your legs to drive that power. When we're working an uppercut, it's going to be primarily the same thing. We're going to focus on dipping and driving up with our palm towards us. So you'll dip with the shoulder and drive up, dip with the shoulder and drive up. So just know that a lot of this power and explosion is coming from your legs. And then once again, you want to tighten up on impact when you're punching. I like to somewhat move my palm into a neutral position. Sometimes that helps. So now let's put these combos together. Let's do a jab cross, a jab cross hook. Then we can add an uppercut in there. So jab cross hook up. And these are just our basic combinations. And then you can repeat these 4 combos as you go. So that'll be jab, that's a 1. Jab cross, that's a 2. Jab cross hook, that's a 3. Jab cross hook up is a 4. And then that just repeats. So putting this together, let's do what we call shadow boxing. And shadow boxing is a really good way to just put everything together. It's a nice way for you to recall what you've done. And then you can just really focus on putting that footwork and those strikes together, just going over those basic strikes. And if you have a bag at home, I recommend that you put this all together. Make sure that you're hitting with those first 2 knuckles and that you're tightening up upon impact so you don't hurt the wrist. So a 1 would be a jab, a 2 would be a jab cross, a 3 would be a jab cross hook, and a 4 would be a jab cross hook up, and then yada, yada, yada. You can just keep rotating through. But you'll notice that the bag will start to swing towards you. And when the back starts swinging towards you, the biggest thing you want to do is just know your range, know your distancing, and throw those strikes as the bag comes towards you. And you'll get used to this the more you do it and the more practice that you give it. But just kind of putting it all together and being more explosive with it, you can really get your heart rate up.